Hello. Didn't realise I was already live. How's it going? So today I'm going to be working on the Gatsby stuff. I need to do some updates to my personal site, so I'm going to work through some little changes, just some little changes with the personal site. So not doing any coursework today, but we'll get back to that in the coming weeks. So bear with me a minute, because I have literally just realized that on this streaming machine I do not have any of the code. And I probably don't have Gatsby either. Do I have Gatsby on this? No, I don't. Brilliant. So I'm going to have to install Gatsby and everything else. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes whilst I try and work that out. It's annoying. I thought I had everything set up, but obviously not. So bear with me a second. And we will look at trying to get that site up and running. So I'm just going to... yes, git clone. I can't believe I don't actually have this site. How embarrassing. Alright. Okay, so we are going to jump over to the code, and I need to make this obviously a little bit bigger. Bring that into play. Woo! Okay. Cool, and I'm going to... we are in master now, so I need to do a git fetch of the branches. A git branch -r to see what... so yeah, it's features rebuild. That's the one I want to play with. So git checkout features. I think there's an S on the end. Features rebuild. There we go. Okay, and then what I need to do is I'm just going to cat out the README file a second. So it's a standard Gatsby jobby, so I guess I need to run npm install. Yep, npm install, and then and Gatsby CLI. What's the thing I need for that? Is there a Gatsby CLI? Let's install that first. That's probably wise. Let's bring that out here so you can see what I'm doing. The Gatsby blah blah blah. There we go. So I'm gonna just grab that, paste that in. npm. Oh, you've got to be joking me. I don't have npm on here. Okay, well, we will install npm if I don't have... Nope, I don't have npm. Okay, fine. What we can do is brew install npm. I cannot believe I don't have that on this machine. Install with homebrew. So let's do brew install npm. Is that right? First install homebrew, done that, then do a brew update, then do a brew doctor, blah blah blah, and then do a brew install node, of course, and then that is installing grunt. I don't want to do that. How to install it's just install node. I could install nvm. That's probably best. nvm, because then we've got control over the versioning. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do let me just make sure I don't have nvm. I don't think I do. ls-al of dot nv. No, don't have it. Okay, let's do brew install nvm. Okay, cool. So if we get to it, there's a couple of things that I want to do just to stylize it a little bit, just to tidy it up. This is something I've been playing with early on in the morning, so I've been getting up stupidly early to get to sort this site out. And there is a bit of a rush on it because I am going to be doing some more speaking this year, and I wouldn't mind putting the talks and the slides on the site, and also have a blog. So I'm getting up a little earlier to sort that out. Right, so we need to now we have NVM. Do we have NVM? We have no. I thought I just installed it. NVM to reinstall NVM. No, I do have NVM apparently. Do we need to do special things? I think we need to do special things. Special things needs to happen. It's never straightforward, is it? Install update NVM, and then next create a directory for the NVM home. So okay, mkdir .nvm. Now configure NVM. This is using the bash rc. Oh, stupid. So I'm reading a blog here. I'm reading this. The reason why I haven't put it over to the streaming side is because screen real estate, essentially. Okay, so you're now saying to use this and put it into your bash rc. So I'm going to need to put this over here for a second, and then I'm just going to do this in another shell just because it's easier. Let's get into what's the thing? It is Z shell. That's what I use. Z shell, and we are going to export NVM. That's Kubernetes config. Oops. So I want to copy you. Bung that in here. There we go. And then, whoops, don't save that. Let's do a source of the new RC, and then from there, come on, yeah, do an NVM ls remote. Yay! We have them. Okay, so I'm gonna just do with the other shell. Let's just kill this because this is going on forever. How many versions of Node are there? So source that again. I haven't written any JavaScript in at least 3 months, so this will be fine. Well, I've been playing with some in the mornings, but nothing NVM related, at least. Everything just seemed to work. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to source that. There we go. Right. Woo! Wee! There we go. Okay, so let's get out of that shell for a sec. There we go. So now I should have NVM. Woo! So does that mean we have NPM? No, it doesn't mean that we've got NPM. Of course not. What's the next step? There's always another step. I need to install Node. Okay. Let's do that. What could possibly go wrong? So, NVM install Node. Boom. It's nothing like doing this live. Hey! Reopen the... Yes, source. That's what I was doing. Thank you for joining, Jay. I do appreciate it. not just chatting to myself like a madman. All right, so there we go. We got Node in play. Do we have npm? Yes. Hello, and then we can do install of Gatsby. CLI. Woo! At some point today, I will be able to get to this code and update it. There's only some small little tweaks and changes that I want to make. It isn't a massive deal. It's just I want to make it a little bit prettier. I was looking at it this morning and it's just like, ugh, it's so dated. So I just want to move things around. And I have added a section for my talks that I have done previously, and there is a talk that I'm going to be giving in a few weeks that I've added to that as well. So a talk to a PHP user group. Okay, so that looks like it's all good. We're going to just ignore the 3 moderate severity vulnerabilities. That's whatever. And because this is just local, let's now do our npm install. Let's not do that. We are in our branch, so there we go. Off it goes, and fingers crossed we will install our lovely Gatsby project. And I can start working on the components if I can remember how to do it. Alright, come on. Come on. It's always worrying when I'm seeing deprecated warnings. Please upgrade to version 7 or higher. Older versions may use math.random. JavaScript is such a weird thing. All of these things. At some point, I will need to sort out. I just pray that none of them break with what I'm doing right now. What's that annoying thing that's is this ad? This can go. Bye bye. There we go. Right. So seeing lots of stuff below it. Come on. Yeah, I was debating whether or not to do this on this stream or just continue with our PHP logging course. 32 vulnerabilities, 20 are high and 2 are critical. Good stuff. Gatsby. Can we not use Gatsby? Why? I thought I installed it. What? What? Oh yeah. Come on, Gatsby. Yes. Can I run develop? If you would like to opt out. So what I've been doing is I've been creating a JSON file for all the talks that I've done before. Well, I say all of them. I make it sound like I've done loads, but I've only done 8. Was it, or is it 6? It's not a lot. But I've created a JSON file for them, and I've using Gatsby. I've been able to pump them into GraphQL, and then off the back of that, using the create pages feature. This is what I was playing with at 6 a.m. this morning, or whatever crazy. It wasn't this. Whatever time it was mental. Using the create pages, I can create a page for each node in the JSON. So let's grab that and then let's go over to here and not there, sorry, here. I've got another tab of Chrome off screen. I tell you what I'll do before I do that, let me just see it privately off screen first before I put it out there to the world. There we go. This is looking all right. So, boom. Okay, so this is our development site. You can see we've got the talks here. And what I'm doing is on, so you can click on to one of these, for instance, and it'll give you the sort of brief of it. And then go back to talks, go to one that does have slides and does have a video. So like that one, for instance, should have a slide deck coming up, should have a video coming up, and then the events that I've done it in. But the actual site itself, the look and feel it's very dated. It's very simple, but very dated. That's something that I wouldn't mind playing with today. So here's one that has more events. So that's okay, but I'm thinking maybe kill the orange. Just get rid of the orange. Have that as one row. Don't put these as blocks. It's very blocky. I don't like that. So kill the orange down on here and have these as orange and underline, and maybe change the color of the background perhaps and have white text. I don't know. I'm not a designer, but to me this looks very dated. Let's go to talks. Yeah, so I just want to play around with this a bit. Get that onto one line, remove the contact. There's no need for that. So make that nice and smaller. Have this going right, sort of like you know, as a flexbox type thing. What shall I work on first? I'm thinking we should probably look at the links first. I wouldn't mind having these links as underlined first of all. So what we're going to do, I don't even have my IDE open. That's how unorganized I am. All right, let's load that up. That would obviously help. Let's load up PHP Storm. Right, this is going to load the How to Code Well project, which is not what I want to load. So I'm just going to sort that out. Because I've just literally downloaded this repo, I'm gonna need to open it, aren't I? Yeah. So that would be in that. Here we go. This window it will do. There we go. I was a bit worried then it didn't load up quickly. Okay, so yes, bring that into play. Okay, so what did I say we're going to do first? Oh yeah, the links. I wouldn't mind having that as underlines and orange, and changing the color when you hover over it to be perhaps black or something, and still have the underline. So let's go to src. I believe it's in components because JavaScript or React likes to put CSS in JavaScript because that's the way it works. And then go into which one would it be in? I mean, come on, why can't we just have one CSS file? Layout, possibly. There we go, that's looking like it. So we got an A tag here, color, text decoration, none. So let's change that to be underline. And there we go. So that's that bit done. So let's do a hover, which I'm going to put together because it makes sense. And we're going to do there's no need for text decoration underline now, but there is a change of color, isn't there? So we want to go for probably black. So if I, here we go. Okay, that's getting there, I guess. Is that black? It doesn't look black, does it? It looks like a different color. Body is, no, it's not. Let's use that. See, this is where variables would come in handy, wouldn't they? That's looking a bit better. A little bit more in line. I don't like the orange on here, so I'm going to drop it. Where would that be? Container, inner container, I'm just guessing now. So it's not even there. It's probably on header, isn't it? Yes, here we go. Background, border, bottom. So that can go. And do we have something on the footer? No doubt that's in the footer.js. Border top. Boom. Alright, what does that look like? There we go. It's a bit cleaner. I like it. Let's now look at... oh, that's terrible. Let's take a look at... no, let's... What shall I look at next? Let's take a look at... yeah, get rid of this. Make this smaller. So get rid of the contact because I don't want people clicking on that. So let's go to, where are we? Layout.js. And this would be probably somewhere in here. Footer links. Where is footer links? There's nothing being imported here. Oh right, there it's in data. Okay, so that can go, no problemo. In fact, the whole thing can go, right? Because it's pretty useless. Clicking on wrong things. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Although that's going to go straight into the footer, and the footer, rats. Footer has this. I wouldn't mind putting that in. Maybe we should replace footer links with this. Maybe. Let's get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of. Let's get rid of this. And get rid of the requirement of that. And get rid of this. This is what it is. Right. So then let's refresh that. That's better. That's better. Okay, so let's now play around with this a bit. So we've got a bit of divitis here. So div, and then a div, and then a div, and then a UL, and then an li, and then an a. For a start, let's put these up to HTTPS because they shouldn't be in HTTP. There we go. And also this should be, let's have a look at this on the developer tools. So what have we got? A UL and an li. I would like these to be sort of just like on the left. So we're going to need on the right. So we're going to need like a flexbox type thing. So social container is the container. Let's get into that. Social container icon, background repeat, none, color is white. So with social container, I can probably give that a display of flex. All right, let's just see what that does. If anything, probably nothing. No. So now let's just make sure that's okay. Cool. So that's actually not the right thing. It should be on the UL. Social container UL, because it's the UL is that. Why has that not worked? We are still, yeah, we are still deving it. There we go. It just took a bit of time. That's better. I like that. It's a little bit. I'm gonna just probably just sort out the padding because it's a bit massive on the bottom. Let's have a little look. So what have we got? We've got margin auto, we're blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. Padding. Get rid of that a little bit. This doesn't really do much, does it? Then there's this div, which is pointless, and then there's this UL. The UL has padding on it, so we can get rid of that. So let's do UL margin. If I can spell, margin 0, padding 0. There we go. It's a bit tighter. It's a little bit smaller on the top than it is at the bottom. Why is that? On the LI. In fact, thinking about it from a mobile responsive point of view, it's probably best to have them as quite large. Let's get rid of that for a sec. Oh, okay, fine. Let's put that in there. I didn't realize I had another one up there. Let's not overcomplicate things. I do like to put these sort of in order though, as the way in which it goes down. So you would have an A, you would have a UL, there'll be an LI somewhere, and then an A. So we've got a padding left of 10. Why? Why do we have padding left of 10? That can go. We should have padding none. There we go. And I think that's okay. There's actually more here, isn't there? Which is the inner container. Footer module inner container. It's that's causing the problem. There's also a margin bottom on the outer container. Right, let's get rid of that. Where does that live? Outer container on footer. Footer module outer container. Where would that live? Outer container. Alright, I'm going to have to go back to the code, I think, just to have a little look at how this all stacks up. So we got site, header, container, inner container, footer. In the footer, we have outer container. That can go. Whoa, one div down. That's small wins. Okay, so we've got rid of that. So now we've got inner container. That can go as well, actually. Inner container can just go. I suppose I should remove the CSS as I do it, right? That would make a lot of sense. Get rid of that. Make sure I haven't screwed anything else up. Don't think I have. What's the inner container doing apart from... Okay, yeah, alright, so you do need to have that because that puts it in the center. Although I could probably do that better, to be honest. But anyway, it's there. And then yeah, onto there. Still looking a bit. I think it's because some of them are bigger than others. Also, I really need. I could align these better, couldn't I? But it's better than it was, which is a win in my book. So, that's okay. What's the next step? Is that black? It looks like a different color to the H1 looks different to. It's not that 333 thing. What's in computed? No, it is. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, it is. Okay, right. So the next thing really is to probably tackle this up here. I wouldn't mind that on a single line. And obviously not, like, you know, in that rubbish state. Let me just go through and actually have a look at some of these talks and stuff, just to get an idea, a feel. Yeah, that's cool. And we're not screwing up. Yeah, no, that's all right. All right. So let's get rid of that. Then we'll sort that out. So this here is brand, I think I called it. Right. So we want to get rid of. We want to deal with. Yeah, that's weird. Why is there a P on padding of 2? Let's sort that out, because that looks pretty rubbish. It's bumping everything around. On A, where's that live? A. Yeah, that can go. Bye bye. Yeah. So brand, H1 brand. I think it would probably be in the header. Ugh, this is that silly outer container. That can go because it doesn't exist anymore. So that can go. And also, it's not in line, is it? Look, it's not. There seems to be. Yeah, look, there's a padding going on there, and an inner container. Why is there an inner container with just that padding on? Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Don't need it. It's not in there. Styles, inner container. Inner container has blah blah blah. Display of flex, width is fixed. Justify items, space in between. Okay, this might be a bit tricky to get rid. Is that? Let's just get rid of the CSS. Get rid of the div at the very least, and then we can work out if we actually need the CSS. So, because we might break things. Where does this live? This lives in here, in the header. Oh, so it's in the header. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. So there's an inner container in here, in the actual header. So this is so weird. Why did I do this? This doesn't even make any sense. You've got a container, and then you've got an inner container, and you've got a header, and you've got an inner container. If I was to remove... Oh, is that because of the margins? Oh, right. Now that's making sense. And then the width. Okay, yeah, now that's making sense. Okay, so perhaps we do need them. Okay. Ooh, look. That's what I wanted to do, wasn't it? I wanted to make that... All right. Okay, enough screwing around. So... Let's deal with the H1 first. This thing. So we need to get rid of the margins. Get rid of the... In fact, we can just do margin 0, can't we, on these? So, okay, let's do header module brand link. Brand link. Header module brand link. All of this can be just margin 0. Let's tidy that up. Good. And then no, we keep the line height. Display flex really isn't doing anything. Text decoration of none isn't doing anything either because it's not an A tag, so I don't even know why that's on there. Color isn't doing anything either because it's an A. So we could do brand link A. Is brand link the actual container? It is the H1 and then you've got the A. Okay, so you could do brand link and then A. Right, what color shall I have this? What color should I have it? So maybe white. I want to say white maybe. So color is equal to 1, 2, 3. And then we need to deal with this H1 that goes that is a display of flex, and if I remove display of flex, that happens, and the H1 goes across. Get rid of that. What if that was like a inline block or something? And then the nav was we need to have the flex on this here, so we need to have display flex on there. There we go. We need to have that as an inline block, and we need that push to the right. So, okay, let me sort this out. This H1 needs to be an inline block. H1. It's the brand link. Needs to be display inline block. This div, yeah, take out the width of 100% because that's now which is, where does that live? In a container of the header module. In a container of the header.js. So in a container up here. Yeah, so that can go. Cool. And then that needs to go off to the right. So we have, I mean, could we do this? I don't know. Text align right. I really don't know. No, it's not going to do that. So it could be that is display flex. That could be how do you put the stuff at the end? Is it align items or justify? There is something, isn't there? Justify. No, because that's on the actual thing. I'm going to have to look at this up, I think. Because I don't know. It's like a push right or something. So let's do flexbox. Flex box align last item to the right. How to align the last flex item to the right. Okay, you're not going to show me any code. I just want code. Margin left auto. And if you apply margin, the last item, the positive free space, to the last, the positive will be taken up to the left dimension, and the last flex item will be pushed to the right. Interesting. Really? Okay. So we're saying that's on the div, so got to be careful where that lives. That's brand link. No, it's nav. So apparently, if I did margin left, if I can spell, and then did auto, fingers crossed, although I'm not convinced. No. Although saying that, it hasn't even put it in. That's strange. Margin left. I may have just put it in the wrong place. Auto. Nope. What's overriding it? There's something overriding it. What is overriding that? That's a bit strange. Oh, I've done it on the UL, you fool. There we go. There we go. No, they were right. I'm sorry, whoever this is. You are correct. Ryan Yu. Wow, in 2016. Fair play, mate. Well done. Okay, so we've made that tighter. We've made that tighter. That's all good. What I would like to do is just fiddle around with this, because can you see there's like a margin thing going on here, which I don't like. I'd rather have it to the sides, and this is the inner container. If I did that, it looks a bit better. It gets rid of the and then you've got to ask, well, what is the point in this inner container? Because that's all it is. So I don't. Would this be in layout.css? The problem that I find with React is when you create these components, you can create these components with the same CSS class. So you would have the same. So for instance, I've got inner container in here in the layout.css, but I've also got it in header.css, and it gets a little bit confusing. So I've removed that now. I wonder if I can just remove the actual div, because it's not doing anything. And I would rather just try and, tidy up the code as I go. So where would that live? That would be in layout.js, and it would be in inner container. Here we go. Get rid of it. Don't need it. I hope. This is when I refresh the page and I find that, oh no, it seems to be okay. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna tidy that up. I don't like it going to that color. Now, what shall I do? Should this be... I don't like the white, if I'm perfectly honest. I think the white looks terrible. It's like the teeth. How about... I mean, I'm no designer at all, so this is just pure guesswork. I wouldn't mind making the margin a bit bigger. I wouldn't mind... yeah, making that a little bit bigger, making that a bit bigger. But sticking with the header bit, I need to fix that color. I don't know what. It obviously needs to be light. I mean, wouldn't... I know we've got rid of the orange, but wouldn't the orange work? Or wouldn't orange be better as the header that goes into the dark color? That might also work. Let's try that out. So I just play with colors, I guess, today. So let's go to here. It's that we want to. It's that color that we want to play with, and it would be in probably something to do with. It will be the header. That's what I'm trying to look for, the header. Yes. So the header background, should be that color now. Ooh, that's proper in your face. All right, let's back away slowly. What can we do with this? I suppose what we could do, just as a quick win, is with the brand, wherever it lives now, brand link. We can do brand link, hover, and have text decoration none, so it's still white, but oops, it's has a little change. Oh, come on. Brand link a hover, text decoration, sorry, underline, change that to be none. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to flip it. So text decoration none, text decoration underline. There we go. Right, so when you do that, oh, I need to change the color as well, don't I? Color to be white. There we go. Okay, so that's a bit better. All right, let's change the padding of this. So I wouldn't mind looking at how that works. If we go back to View, Developer Tools, and have a look at Site, Header, Module, Background Color. Yeah, if we could change that to say have a margin, bottom of like 20 pixels. And of course I can't spell margin to save my life. Right, there we go. Making it a little bit better there. So let's do that on, where did that live? Sorry, going all over the place. Header. Margin. And then likewise on this here, on the footer, change that to be 20 pixels. So margin top is 20 on there and 20 there. Okay, so that was in the footer. So many files. Margin top is 20 pixels. Right, go back to talks. Yeah, that's looking a bit tidier. Still not happy with the white teeth, but it's better than it was. Let me see if we can just play around with the body, make it a little pop a little bit. Background color is that. Let's change it to be a little bit see, this is what I was thinking, like you could have it darker and then have this as white. So have it a little darker. I think that pops quite well. Let's try that. That is this hex. That's on the body, which would be in header.js. No, it's a CSS file. It's in layout CSS. Of course it is. Background color is that. Color is 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's looking much better. So, obviously I need to change this. So, we go to the A tag, which is here. Change that to be white. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. You want to change it. Come on. I did change it. It's on hover. So why is that not... Is it cached? That's better. Also, let's have a look at the actual white color, which is that. Let's just change it a bit, or make it a little bit different. That's gray. It's kind of like, want to get it sort of that color, sort of in between, like that's too in your face, and then this makes it a little softer, a little easier to read, in my opinion. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm just playing at the minute. So let's change that to be that color, and then therefore we need to change the hover to be that color as well. Let's get rid of this for a sec. Right. That is still white. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just getting myself confused. So this is still obviously white. Let's see what that looks like when it is not white. So when it is that color. So oh, that's not even the thing. I must have just miscopied. No? Okay, that's not even allowing me to do it. Let's do it through the hot reloading, because that's probably easier. It's that, and I want it to go on to header modules, and I want it to go on to this one. There we go. Right. This is still white. That was an accident. That's in brand, isn't it? So let's go to brand. Let's just grab that still. Put that on the clipboard. Here we go. Right, there we go. Now they're all standard. Apart from that is bloody bright, that orange. I wonder, just because I'm playing, I wonder if we get the background color of the body. That's the tag. Just trying to think, what's the color of the background color? It's that. Grab that and use that as the color of this. So when you hover over it, the background color changes from orange, well, to that. And also change let's just see that back a minute. Put that in there for a second. Change. See, this is where I need variables. I need variables because I'm jumping around the place trying to find colors. I think one of these streams I'm just going to sit down and just do, once I've decided upon a color scheme, just build variables. Right, what, see, I've totally forgotten what I was trying to do then. That's right, header stuff down in here. No, this is what I need. There we go. No, I've done it wrong. No, I've done it wrong. Let's go back to the layout, and it's... No, it is that. That was the body. So why is that? I'm confused. That... Okay. No, I've just picked the wrong thing. Color, I'm looking for this. See, again, variables are needed. Yes, so change that to there and still have the orange. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Get there in the end. That's a bit better than it was, I think. A little better than it was. I mean, it's not I mean, it's a simple site, but it certainly looks a little better, doesn't it? Let's go to talks and actually have a... Well, we are in talks. Let's go to... Oh, that's a thing. We should have a hover state on these, as in a sort of an active state, I should say. So you know you're in talks, because I just clicked on talks then, thinking that I would go to another page, because I'm an idiot. That doesn't really have much. Let's try complexities, because that has a little bit more. Yeah, that's not so bad. Yeah, let's deal with highlighting that. Although, thinking about it, I'm going to have to highlight that when we're on that page. That's going to get complicated. Maybe we just leave it for now, and that'll be another thing to do. I actually think that's not so bad. There could be a better margin in there. Let's see if we can play with that. It needs to be a little bit further away. They're a bit tight, aren't they? Let's do an li. Where are we? List star none. Would it be on the A tag? Probably not. UL. I haven't given this any kind of... That's a flex, right? So we've got flex on there. But I haven't given any kind of width on this. If I was to do, like, width 100, what would happen? Would it just, like, span across the galaxy? No, it wouldn't do anything. Okay, so could we not do some margins on the li? So could we do, like, or could we do, like, space justifyness? If we go to the module and then go to somewhere, that's the icon, that's the social, yeah, no, that is it, social container. Is that it? Yeah, it is. So UL social, so there needs to be an li. And we also need to just have a look and see what we can do with this. So MDN is always a good one. MDN flex box gap align, aligning items. No, that's not what I'm after. Flexbox. Aligning items, ordering items, controlling flex item ratios, basic concepts, comparisons of other methods. Flex container. Changing the flex direction. Multiple line containers. Flex grow, flex shrink. Don't need to worry about that. Justify I think it's justify content. A flex item has padding and a width and a height and a margin. I wonder if we just give ourselves margins on the LIs. So let's do like a margin of 10 pixels and just see how that fares. Yeah, that's better. Apart from, obviously, it's huge. But in terms of like we could probably do with now this is where I get things all muddled. So we could do 0. That's no, it would be this way around, wouldn't it? 10 pixels 0, 10 pixels 0, I think. Unless I've just messed that up. No, I have messed it up. I've got it the wrong way around. So it's 0, 10 pixels, then 0. Always get this wrong. Always get this wrong. This is what happens when you just work on PHP and not have to worry about things like this. Right, so we've still got a massive UL thing going on there. Is that a concern? Should I drop that on the UL? Maybe we should just do margin. We will do margin 5 pixels 0. And then we can do 10 pixels 0 on this. There we go. So we shorten it. Cool. Still looking like there's more margin at the bottom than there is at the top, and I don't know whether that's because the images are smaller and they're up to the top. I reckon that's why, isn't it? If we go to the LI and actually have a look at the image, yeah, can you see the image is, it's got more, that's going to bug me, it's got more space at the bottom. It's not anything to do with the line height, is it? Because the A tag's fine, but it's the LI seems to have, is it the line height? Might be. Yeah, it's the line height. Got rid of the line height and it's made it smaller. Okay, so we can deal with that. That is social container. Here we go. So we can do line height 0 or something. Or auto, or I don't know. Is there a way you can get around it? Let's just refresh the page. Yeah, that's looking better, isn't it? That's looking much better. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. No, they're actually, they still have that. That's a I thought I sorted it. I haven't. So right, it's definitely not margin, and it's not that, or that, or that, or that. Although, hang on. No. Oh, line height's still around. Okay. Social container, ULLI, line height 0. So it doesn't. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on, I'm confused. Is that on or not? Line height is 0. And does that look better? It does. So it was probably just cached. Yeah, that's looking better now. I'm happy with that. I will all good things. I wouldn't mind putting that to the right hand side. Like in line with this. I wouldn't mind just shoving that to the right. How does that happen? How do we do that? How does that work? So we've got this and this social container, which apparently I don't have any classes on. That's the inner container. What? Right, that's that. This doesn't have any classes on. Footer module social container. Where am I? Footer module social container. Oh no, it doesn't actually have any classes on at all. It's just a container for the UL. In fact, what I could probably do is just put the class social container on the UL and have done. But let's see if I can do margin. Let's do that little trick I found earlier. Margin left auto, and let's see if that. Oh my god, that's my new friend. Okay, I think that'll do it for today. I'm pretty impressed with what we actually managed to achieve. Yeah. So that's my new talk, Code with Confidence using PHP Stan, that I'm giving soon. Software complexities. Yeah, okay. I will. Is that a H1 and is that a H1? Is that what I'm seeing? Should that be slightly less bigger than that? Probably. Okay, I'm starting to get like into the nitty-gritty stuff, and I think, to be fair, this is probably as much as what I need to do. I just needed a page where we had the talks and then this and then that. I was able to build this already, so just making it look a little bit tidier. Yeah, happy with that. Awesome. I'm gonna make some dinner. Thank you very much for watching. Happy coding, everybody, and have a good rest of your week. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.